Hey guys, good afternoon. It's 1 p.m. in India, and we're gonna be starting a new Minecraft world. I did have another stream a couple of days back where I started off an hardcore world, uh, but I didn't want to continue on that because I discovered a couple of new mods which uh, like modify or amplify, maybe would be the right word, the terrain a lot and make it much more interesting to explore and just live in. I think uh, if I am going to be investing substantial time into this world, I think I'd rather have it be interesting with a lot more content than what vanilla offers. So a couple of mods which I added was Tectonic for the world generation. So it adds stuff like underground rivers. The rivers are much more pronounced. I think in the vanilla game, rivers are just uh, just an afterthought, and they're not realistic at all. But I think rivers are much better, much more realistic. They originate from mountains and flow towards the sea. I guess that's how they're supposed to be with this mod. I've also added this taverns and dungeons mod to add about like dozens of new structures into the game. So I already have a world. It's this one. I uh, logged into the world through creative mode just to have a look around and see how the world feels, and I'm satisfied with how it looks. So I'm just gonna start a new hardcore world and load in all the chunks from there. Okay. I need to move the region file from my creative save to over here. So it saves, and I think, yeah. Let's open this in. Let's open this in Explorer region. Yeah. Let's find a safe place before we start executing any of the commands to load in the LODs. Because even though I moved the region file, I need to rerun Chunky and Voxy to have it take effect. But it would be super fast. Okay, Chunky, center, Chunky. This doesn't look right. Chunky. No, this is definitely not right. I think I should maybe leave and reload into the world. Saves. It should be like in uh, the range of 30,000 chunks per second, because it's just verifying the loaded chunks present in the region file once again, right? So that's way too low. What I just saw. Hmm. Okay, wait, there's a creeper creeping up to me. I don't want to die before I set up the world. How is it not burning? I think. Wait, are creepers not affected by sunlight? Okay, now it's working. So you can see that the rate is just insane. It's like 14,000 chunks per second. How the hell am I expected to, just assume that I spawned in a huge desert biome. How am I expected to craft tools? Because uh, sticks, okay, those are abundant, but what about stone? What about stone? Can I mine stone with my hands? Also, I remember this biome being called the Mesa biome, but I guess they changed it to the Badlands, which sounds, I guess, better, more badass, but why the change? Uh, Desperately need some wood. Okay, I think I should probably head to the Savannah biome. Also got this mod which tells me how quickly I'm using up my energy. So sprinting has such a huge effect. If I just let go of the sprint button, it just drastically reduces the amount of energy I expend. What happens when you combine 4 sticks? You get nothing. No. Can I get that back? Shouldn't have done this. But it's alright, I'll just use it as fuel uh, when I get the furnace. I think the next order of business is to immediately source some coal because that's what I learned from a few runs I had uh, back when I was playing hardcore in the vanilla world. Is that coal is absolutely essential to survive the first night. The map is so vertical. I mean, the verticality of the map is, I guess, it increases difficulty by quite a bit because you're at risk of falling all the time and losing and chipping health away through that. Also, need to find food. Okay, I should probably stop running because I'm running really low on energy. Okay, found some sheep. This is great because now I can sleep. Thank you. I have. It's already getting dark. Hell no. What's this? Why is there a log? What's this? Just a random piece of wood. Is that supposed to be like a chopped tree? A chopped down tree? I think that might be a village. A friendly village where I can spend the night. Yep, I can sleep over here. Is it abandoned? Because I see no villagers. I didn't know they had abandoned villages in Minecraft. Is this like part of vanilla or part of any of the mods which I have? Okay, wait. This is a cartography table. Okay. What's this? Just a fancy block. Why are there no villagers? This is concerning because I'm afraid that it might be, some weird interaction with any of the mods I have. Let's eat some bread. Let me Google this up. Is it normal to have abandoned villages? But this doesn't have cobwebs and shit. It's perfect, but it's abandoned. Taverns and dungeons. Okay, it's dungeons and taverns. Abandoned village. That won't work. I guess it's cool. Let's just keep exploring. Let's see what happens. If it's a glitch, then that's a problem, and I don't think there's much. Wait, what's that? What am I looking at? What the fuck? I think that this is part of the mod. A major trial of strength. This might be a trial entrance, I guess. I don't want to go there. Because I don't know what the hell trials are, and definitely don't want to go there without armor sets, a weapon, a totem. Haven't even sourced cobblestone yet, so. I think let's just start digging. But what are those blocks, man? Those are so shiny. Should be enough. Kind of want to escape the Badlands a bit because. Wait, what the fuck is that? There's another village or something over there. It might be hostile, so I gotta be careful because I'll die in an instant. I'm just so fucking weak. I think I probably should like gather some iron before like venturing out into any of the structures because I'm just 2 hits away, 2 arrows away from dying. But I'm stuck in this shitty biome where there are no exposed rocks. I just remember, having found copper and iron so easily in the other save because there were these stone veins exposed. That has to be copper, right? Those are copper blocks, I guess. Okay, there's a chest here. Glowberries. Okay, I'll take that. Wheat. Why is it all abandoned? Another bed. Water up top. The fuck? No, I think this is hostile. That has to be hostile, man. That's creepy as fuck. There was a villager in that cave whose location gets revealed when I ring the bell. I don't think that's part of vanilla. Man, just start digging. I can build a stone pickaxe. Let's do that. Also, this world is much taller than vanilla Minecraft. I think vanilla Minecraft is 64 blocks below zero. That is the min Y limit, minus 64. After which you hit bedrock. Okay, see a creeper. But yeah, it's 64 blocks. It goes 64 blocks below zero. But this one goes, I guess, it was, what was it? 180 or some shit like that. And it's much higher too. Instead of 320, it's 640. So it's, I guess, more than double the length of vanilla Minecraft. I don't want to die to that creeper over there. Gotta be careful. Also, the fall is substantial. I won't probably survive that. So let's just start digging horizontally. Because I think if we continue doing this, just a matter of time before we hit some kind of ore vein. I think it's kind of concerning that I haven't hit any ore for so long. Has the world generation increased the world size but not increased the resources available, making them more scarce? Quite possible. So it's more spread out now because the same amount of resources are... Bro, no way this huge ass area which I've dug out has not a single fucking ore. Like, it's nothing. Should have hit... Oh god, I broke that. Okay, I'm out of wood. This is bad news. Is it dark outside already? Oh fuck no. is a cave entrance. Okay, I gotta find some wood first before I explore this, because there's no point. There's no point, even if I find like diamonds in here, there's no point to that because I won't be able to craft shit. Okay, 6 are fine too. But I gotta get my crafting block. What's that? See pillars and stuff over there. I think the Dungeons and Taverns mod is pretty cool. All of the structures, they fit in nicely to vanilla Minecraft. It's too dark, man. Holy fuck. Okay, that ain't harvestable. Okay, there's a spider. There are 2 spiders. No, light the furnace in the dark so that it lights up the. Oh no. No, get back. We gotta fight this guy. I think copper is like a bit too easy to get your hands on because mining 1 copper ore gives you like 5 ingots, which is crazy. Okay, gotta get ready for this. Come on. No, 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 it's a spawner, it's a spawner. Okay, just eat. I think it's worth it because it's gonna net you a lot of experience. Bread. Diamond horse armor. God damn. Let's go. Bone. Okay, I'll take that. Pumpkin seeds. Gunpowder. Cool. A bucket. A name tag. A lot of bone. Redstone. I think I'll just let that be for now. Okay, gotta source some food. I think I'm getting a bit too hungry. How do I make bread? 3 wheat gives me 1 bread. That's a deep fucking cave. I think having uh that's a good question. Does having glowing ores help or worsen the fear factor of entering caves? Because if they weren't glowing, then this would just be a big void for me. But since they are, it gives me a sense of scale about how big the cave can be. Finally, some iron. Wait, what's this? It's iron, right? Yeah, it's iron. So I think I have enough iron to make a shield, which is absolutely essential for hardcore because I need to be able to defend myself from arrows. One is all you need. One ingot is all you need to create a shield, I guess. Wait, let me check the exact recipe. Shield. It's any type of wood combined with just one ingot. But I don't have wood. I'll need to go out into the savannah to find that. Thank God for this bed. I think it's probably really helpful if you are able to find a village early on in your survival or hardcore save. You get a bed, you get a crafting table, you get a small starter base, you get a chest. Oh fuck. Get back. There's a creeper and a skeleton, which I don't want to deal with. There's a zombie, which I think I can kill. Whatever happened to the villager who appeared? So I used to ring the bell and it used to show me the location of another bell, I guess, or a villager, I don't really know. What's this? A smoker. It's the same as a stone sword, but with better durability. I gotta get an axe too, if I'm gonna be chopping wood. Axe has a much better damage rating. I think I should probably use that. If I remember it right, you can use jump attacks with axe, and that's gonna deal a ton of damage, and is really like the meta way of fighting stuff. Okay, I gotta head to the savannah. I think it was somewhere in this direction, but I gotta be careful to not lose my way and be home before night. But this whole ordeal, I think this is temporary. This settlement which I'm staying at, I think that's temporary. I think I should, for the long term, if I'm gonna be building a base somewhere, it should be near trees, and it should be in a place which is more flat, I guess, and not so mountainous, because this is a nightmare to traverse. And this is amplified by the fact that I'm playing on a tectonic world. The world gen is just insane, but what gets me motivated is, just imagine when you have the elytra and you have a base and you have maybe a minecart pushing you or carrying you all the way to the top of these enormous mountains, and you can like elytra your way down and around the world because you have so much momentum from being so high up. Okay, this is like draining my health so much. My last 2 pieces of bread, last 1 piece, should probably eat that too. Okay, wood. So I have my shield. I think I should be like safe from skeletons, given that I'm like not a fool around them. Okay, now I gotta find an animal to kill because I'm running super low on food, and I don't think animals spawn in deserts. How do you grow food in deserts? I mean, how do you like get food in deserts? Because animals don't spawn. I think rabbits do though. Yeah, I think that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to kill rabbits, but I haven't seen them in my stretch of the desert yet. There's a broken nether portal over there. I'm probably heading too far up. Let's get back. Golden leggings. Gold ingot. Fortune 1. By the way, these mountains are much taller. Probably they reach some point where my crosshair is, but we can't see them because the cloud height is a bit too low. I was thinking that maybe I should increase it, but I haven't found the setting yet. If I don't find any food, I think I can just break the hay bales around that structure which I'm currently residing, and that should like give me a few pieces of bread. Holy fuck, fuck. That was a jump scare. It's getting dark. Yep, let's just leave. That is a illager outpost, I guess. I should probably say clear. Although I do see a couple of hay bales over there. Wait, yeah, I'm right. There is a hay bale over there. A hay bale is gonna get me, I hope, 9 wheat, giving me 3 pieces of bread. Should be enough for one day. But long term, I think farming is the way. farming either wheat or like animals and stuff. I can like go back to the village I came from, the abandoned village, because there was some farmland. Oh, there is a ton of. Okay. Let me store. That's a lot of food. Yeah, let's call it a day. I should be clearing out the cave and making it safe. I can eat the blueberries too, okay. There's a pyramid. This is where I should be heading, I guess, you know. I'm in this vast stretch of wooded badlands, okay. So I'm in this enormous stretch of badlands. What's this? It's a village, okay. And I need to get out of this. There is a village. Probably here to begin with, then maybe here. I think this is nice because there's a cherry grove somewhere here if I remember it right. Pale garden. Stony Shore. This looks like a good place to set up base, but it's pretty far away. Wait, does teleport work? I don't think so, it shouldn't work. Let's see. Yeah, it won't work because we are in survival or hardcore mode with commands off. What do we have here? Is that like related to trials? Then this was the village I came from, you know. This was where I spawned, I guess. Okay. So I just need to get back, and there's another village here which I can. Sorry, I was yawning. Which I can visit and make sure that, you know, there are at least some villages that spawn with actual villagers and not all of them are abandoned, because if all of them are abandoned, then there's something seriously wrong with the world, and uh, this is no longer viable for long term play. This is the 640 chunk radius which I loaded in through Chunky. This is 0, 0 over here. So all the way to the radius. This looks like a nice island, but it's too far disconnected from the rest of the world. I think if I were to build a base, it has to be somewhere here. There are rivers, there are like these mountains, there's a desert off in the distance. It's covered by mountains actually, on all sides. So, you know, if I was thinking like a nation, then I would have my capital here because it's like guarded from the enemies, and there's a desert towards the opening. Cool, I guess I'll just stop the stream. I mean, uh, what's next? It's really important to have an immediate goal. So the next goal is to probably explore this cave, mine some more iron, and find a reliable way to grow slash farm food either through animals or through like actually growing crops, which is gonna be much slower. I think animals, it has to be the answer for now, because You need to like cultivate crops on a huge area of farmland in order to be self-sustainable. Otherwise, it's going to be uh, too strenuous and too time consuming for too uh, too less of a yield. You need to have a large farm area to make it work. I just want to explore this before ending stream because this looks hella interesting. It's definitely part of the Dungeons and Taverns mod pack. But is it just a random structure in the middle of nowhere, or does it have any details, any loot? I think there might be something up top. There is nothing up top. It's just a random. What do you call this? A bridge? A random bridge which connects nothing? I need a shovel. I don't have a shovel. I think a pickaxe has to do. Okay, I found rabbits. It fell into the void. What's this? I think in hardcore, even the rate of depletion of your energy bar is increased because there's no way you run out of food this quick. I don't think this is true for like normal survival. Yes, thank you. Come on, die, 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 die. Couple of raw rabbit. And what else? I think it dropped something else. Okay, it dropped leather, which I can throw away the spider eye for. That's a baby rabbit. Cool, I guess we can stop the stream for today. Save.